This is a cool tank. It's the Storm Panzer Mark 4, 5, 6, I don't know, 3. I was never good at Roman numerals. It's called the Grizzly Bear, self-propelled 150mm assault gun, 30.4 tons. 25 miles an hour. It's an ugly looking little bastard here. But look at that. That's nasty. Is that cool or what? And this one had to be maneuvered with the tracks in order to fire the gun because the turret was fixed in position. So I imagine this made a lot of Allied soldiers miserable. Interesting tank here, United States Army. No identification as to what it is. I'm wondering if it is not an early predecessor to the M1 Abrams. Rather interesting. And then we have some German tanks here. A nice pair of them. And here we have the T-34/85. And we have another one of the Russian counterparts right here. We'll take a peek at that in a minute. And this one too is the T-34/85. The tank that saved the Soviet ass. And this is the Soviet IS-3 heavy tank. And we have the Soviet PT-76 light tank. I believe the Vietnamese also employed these during the Vietnam War. Here we have the British Chieftain, and I almost bought one of these for $60,000 in operable condition. Not like this though, but it turned out the place I was going to keep it fizzled out, so would have been cool though. And here we have the German Leopard tank. A really cool tank. The Leopard is one of the best tanks in the world in a lot of people's opinion. It's the Leopard 2A6, I believe, is the current crop that they have going on. We have this poor bastard sitting here doing nothing. No tracks. Maybe it's going to be restored at some point. Who knows? It's the Great Britain Mark II Matilda. And another German tank right here. And then we have this beast right here. This thing is huge. Let's take a look and see what it is. There's actually a placard. This is the United States Grizzly M1 mine clearing vehicle. And we have here another little Soviet tank. Let's take a look and see what it is. Probably a T-34. T-34-76, 1939. Here we have a Italian tank. It's a medium-sized tank, M1340 Caro Amato, I believe was the name on the placard. And what we have here is the Stuart light tank by the United States, or it was called the Honey by the Brits. This is the British Mark I Grant, based off the US M3, and it was built to British specifications. And this is the British Mark III Churchill tank. And here we have some more German tanks. Moving down the line. There's the bad boy. Biggest one around here, it looks like. the elephant. I may be wrong. Yeah, and then there's one more right down there. And looking at this guy here, this big one, you can see it sustained some fire from shells right there. And there's a couple of marks right there. And then up on the gun, there's one mark right there from a round hitting it. We've got this little bad boy sitting here. Another German tank. Yeah, then we have another mark here and another mark here from around hitting it. It's amazing how tough these tanks were. Look how big this thing is too. It's just amazing. I'm standing 20 feet away now. Let's see if we can get the whole thing in the frame. Just about, and I'm about almost 30 feet away. Amazing. Here's another German tank, perhaps after the war, Bundeswehr. I'm guessing, perhaps. Hopefully you experts will pipe up. Looks like some kind of adaptation of one of those World War II tanks with the low profile and the big gun. And we have here the Pershing 1 rocket, nuclear capable. You get the idea. Now over there is one impressive gun. I believe this is a coastal battery. I'm going to go take a peek at it. I'll give you an idea here in a second. Here we have a 16-inch Mark III Model 1, number 138, coastal defense gun used by the United States Army. They were originally built for battleships but never used. They were decommissioned and scrapped at the end of World War II. This is one that's been restored here. It weighs 500 tons, has a range of 45,000 yards or 31 miles. The projectile weighs 2,100 to 2,240 pounds on a 360-degree traverse. Amazing. Just get a look at the projectile. And then here's the gun, and I'm standing underneath the barrel. This is just absolutely amazing. Here's a picture of it being fired. Some dickheads tore up the sign. But this is what remains of the sign. And this thing's just amazing. I believe they had some kind of guns like this in protecting the bay, pointed towards the Pacific in San Francisco Bay Area. I may be wrong. There was quite a few of them built, and being such as they were used for coastal defense, it would make sense. I mean, this thing is just huge. It makes that railway gun that I showed earlier look diminutive. There's the breach right there. Amazing.